Hey, this is Brad Tipton coming to you today. And the reason for me coming to you today is I want to help real estate professionals get paid when it comes to your FHA and HUD short sale deals. And to give you an idea, I find that there are three particular areas where it's not that realtors or real estate professionals are doing anything wrong. It's just that when you don't know the rules, then there's no way you can win the game, whatever that means, and get paid. And what I find is most short sale deals fall through because, just to give you an idea, for 3 years, worked in the short sale department, negotiated deals for Wells Fargo in a company. They have a division called ASC. Uh, just negotiated deals for them, negotiated deals, and helped with negotiating deals with FHA, HUD, short sale deals, you name it, government, that type of thing. Uh, Fannie Mae, all of that. So I did that for 3 years. And what I found is that so many deals where the real estate professionals should have been paid, the deals fell through and they didn't get paid. So I'm going to give you one big secret today about how to get your BPO value done properly. And there's a whole bunch of things that we can talk about. You can, connect with me. I'll leave my information below so that you can connect with me. But here's three areas where people, real estate professionals, homeowners, where people come together and they cause the deal to go the wrong way and the realtor doesn't, or the real estate professionals involved don't end up getting paid. The deal doesn't close and nobody wins. So, talking with me today through this short video, you're going to find out how to increase and get closure, get those deals closed. I would say 80% more on your FHA, HUD, Fannie Mae type deal, short sale deals, especially with Wells Fargo. So, imagine closing 80% more of them because of talking with me. I can help you do that. So, the areas where people typically go wrong and the deal goes haywire is when it has to do with the BPO or the appraisal. Now, there's two things. There's something called, everybody calls it kind of like a BPO, kind of as a general term, but there are two things. A BPO is when a real estate broker comes out and gives their opinion about what the value is. It's called a broker's pricing opinion, a BPO. But when we're talking about FHA deals, HUD deals, Fannie Mae deals, these deals are government deals, and there is a full appraisal required with these deals. What I find though is that you can imagine how many calls that we've taken from real estate professionals where they say the BPO value came back wrong, the appraisal value came back too high. But what's not commonly known is that the realtor usually allowed the homeowner to just meet the appraiser or just left a key for them to get in, not realizing that there's a ton of short sales going on right now. And these appraisers and BPO people are like totally overworked, right? And because the deals get paid for by the government, essentially, the deals are not getting paid at the highest prices. So it's not like these regular appraisers where they get their normal fee. They don't get their normal fee. It's like this reduced fee. So there's no incentive for them to do a great job. There's just no incentive. So what happens is the appraiser BPO person shows up, they go into the property, they run through so quickly, they miss things, they don't care. I mean, what? They're just trying to get in, get out, get paid, and that's it. But it's so important. So I'm stopping right here. I'm going to slow down right here because this is so valuable. I'm looking at my time, doing good on time. This is so valuable what I'm about to share with you. For every one of your FHA, HUD, Fannie Mae short sale deals, either the realtor or somebody that the realtor works with in their own office needs to be there to meet the BPO or appraiser. This is not negotiable. This is not for the homeowner to do. This is your money that we're talking about. And if this piece of it is done improperly, your deal is dead. I promise you, because what's going to happen, the appraisal is going to come back, it's going to be too high, and then you're not going to be able to find the proper buyer. And because you can't find a buyer, it's going to go into what's called the marketing department where it sits and never closes. And you're going to make call after call, try to get the BPO done, try to get it redone. But what happens is because this is all handled by government guidelines, they can't reorder. They can't reorder. It can't be reordered. This is not the bank's decision. The government has set up guidelines for these Fannie Mae deals, these FHA deals, these HUD deals, right? These .gov GOV deal. So because they all fall under government guidelines, it's not like you can call and say, oh, the BPO wasn't right, the appraisal wasn't right, reorder me an appraisal. It doesn't go that way. It's like, you're not going to be able to reorder this for at least 90 days. Just not going to happen. So now the deal that you were hoping to close in 30 to 45 days, and there's no reason you shouldn't be closing your short sale deals in 30 to 45 days. Now this deal is going nowhere. And you're wasting time taking phone calls from the homeowner and from all these different people, the attorney or the title company, and forget that. This deal is dead if the appraisal comes back at the wrong value. So let me give you the secret on how to get the appraisal to come in at the proper value. First thing we have to do is get the real estate professionals to understand that short sale deals are a completely different animal than your every other deal that you do, your conventional deals or whatever else that you're working with. These are not the same. It's so important to understand that. So here's the part that I'm talking to you about. Typically, when a real estate professional talks to somebody who's looking to sell a property, one of the first things a real estate professional does is look at the property to see if we can get it in what we call saleable condition. We want it to look great so that when people come through and look at it, they want to buy it, right? Does that make sense? Yeah, if there's a buyer coming to look at it. But the buyer is not coming to look at it yet. The one that we need to get this property ready for is for the appraiser, not the buyer. Not the buyer. Now we're going to get the property in saleable condition after the appraisal is done. Okay? So here's the deal. First thing you want to do is go through the house with a fine-tooth comb. When you take the listing or whatever the case is, you want to find out specifically every little thing that's not perfect on this house. Whether the stairs need to be redone, or the railing needs to be done, or whether there's a hairline fracture or crack in the ceiling, or whether the floors, the carpets need to be shampooed, or if the bathroom has water rot around the toilet, or if the kitchen is just atrocious. If you look under the sink, you open it, and it's just an absolute mess under there. It's damp under there. It's dirty under there. It needs to be cleaned under there. If the foundation doesn't look exactly right, if there's cracks in the driveway, all of that, you need to know about that, okay? You need to know that in advance so you know exactly what's wrong with this property. If there's some landscape issues, if the grass needs to be cut, leave it alone. Let it grow. Let it look bad. If the garage is a wreck, let it keep looking a wreck. Paint cans all over the place, oil stains on the floor, whatever, leave it alone. We're not talking about your regular deals. We're talking about your short sale deals. When it comes, checking my time again, because I only have about 15 minutes to talk with you. When it comes to your short sale deals, leave the place alone. At that point, you send your short sale package into Wells Fargo. I just say that because that's where I work with, to the bank. And that's when the appraisal, you make sure you send a full package in. I'm not talking to you about stuff like that. I can't stress the importance of sending a full package in. You already know that part. These are secrets that you don't know. Now, what'll happen is once it's assigned to a particular individual, a short sale appraisal will be ordered. Typically, the appraisal is not ordered until what either the HUD counseling is done or the borrower verification. That's what Wells Fargo calls it, borrower verification. You've probably heard the term HUD counseling. HUD doesn't actually like that word. They don't even know that they don't even endorse that. But anyway, that's usually where the homeowner calls and has to give income and expense information. Usually once that information is received by the bank, that's when the appraisal is ordered. And the appraisal is something that's paid for by the bank, not the homeowner, not the realtor. It's not on the HUD or anything like that, not on the settlement sheet. This is something that the bank pays for. So don't worry about it. So once that homeowner calls and completes the borrower verification or the HUD counseling, that's when the appraisal is done. That's when the realtor or the real estate professional needs to meet this appraiser at the house. Typically, the appraisal company will contact you and say, okay, what day can I come over? Don't just say, here's the code. Don't say the key is under the mat. Say, I can meet you there on such and such a day. And you want to arrive about at least 20 minutes to a half hour before, because sometimes they arrive early. And even if they arrive early and they have to wait, then they get mad. So you want to arrive anywhere from 20 minutes to a half hour early. You want to have the house already open, that type of thing, and you want to meet them there. Now, you don't want to do anything to disturb them as they go through it. You just want to be nice and cordial or whatever. Here's the house. Walk through the house with them. If and when, if and when they walk past that area that you know is a problem area, because understand, they're overworked, they're underpaid, they're just trying to get in and get out. They're not doing a full, thorough deal like they normally would if they were getting paid $700, $800 for this appraisal. They're getting paid a couple $100, $300 for this appraisal. So that type of thing. So they're going to do a shoddy job, many of them, not all of them. But you want to just follow them, walk, keep a safe distance. You don't want to disturb. When they walk past an area that you know is a problem issue, you just want to be obvious with your digital camera that you're taking a picture of it. And they'll say, "Oh, what are you doing?" They'll trust me, they'll ask you. If they don't on the first shot, they'll do it on the second or the third. They'll say, "What are you doing?" And you'll say, "Oh, I'm just taking a picture of this problem area. I noticed that you didn't make any note of it on your pad or whatever. And so I just want to take a picture of it to send it to the bank so that they know that it goes with this appraisal when it arrives, so that they know that this issue exists." And usually at that point, that appraiser will begin to give attention. And if they walk past another area, they'll give attention when you start kind of calling attention to these places. So you do that with 4, 5, 6 of these issues. All of a sudden, you know that all these little tic tac issues are on the appraisal now. Your appraisal will come back at a nice low value because all this stuff needs to be fixed, right? And at that point, the appraisal will come back typically a whole lot better than if you hadn't done this. If you leave this to the homeowner's going to talk and be nice and give all a bunch of information that the appraiser really doesn't need to hear and could potentially wreck your deal. So, if at all possible, have the homeowner gone, and definitely 100% of the time, either the real estate professional or somebody from the real estate professional's office who have seen this video meets that appraisal person there. I promise you, your appraisal BPOs will come back awesome. Now that your deal comes back awesome, now the foundation is in place for you to close the deal. And you should be able to close this deal in 30 to 45 days. The other areas, and I'm only going to give you this, I'm running out of time, I only got 15 minutes to talk with you. The other areas, we talked about the HUD counseling, the borrower verification. Usually, the homeowner, before they get to doing a short sale, they're used to working with the modification department to kind of show how they could work this and kind of pay for this house. That mindset is not the short sale mindset. There's a completely different conversation that needs to be had in the short sale department. Contact me and I'll talk with you about that. I just want to tell you about the BPO today. Then there's other things regarding the second liens and title issues on the title. I can help you with this kind of stuff and help you close deals. That's what I'm here for. So look at my information below, sign up with me, talk with me, and get your deals closed. I'm Brad Tipton, and I appreciate you talking with me today.